Hello everybody, Stegorex here, and today I want to show you something really cool that I've been working on. This is my in-progress, custom-built King Ghidorah, and he's turning out pretty good. He's not finished, like I said, he's a work in progress. He's almost done. I still need to get an extra head. He is missing a head here, so I need to get one more of these Chima guys so I can finish his head off here. And you might, be thinking to yourself, the colors don't match. That's okay. The colors don't matter to me because I am planning on painting all these. So when I have it all how I want to, I'm going to pop all this stuff off. So I'm going to pop off all the outer shell and leave the skeleton. I'm going to paint all of these gold. Spray paint them, but this is all going to be gold, and then I'll put it back on, and he'll be the golden dragon. The three-headed golden dragon that we all know and love, yes. For the main structure of this guy, it's General Grievous from the Star Wars line. So the whole leg section, which might look familiar if you do have that General Grievous, these are the legs of General Grievous, and the inner body skeleton structure in here is General Grievous. All I did was been flopping pieces around here. So like down here at the leg section, this bit right here was here. I put it there to fill up the leg a little bit better, and over here you can see I smoothed it out more because again I flopped this bit. This bit is now facing outwards instead of inwards, and over here I left this here just to show you exactly what I did. You can see the bump right there. All I did was take this and flop it around so it was nice and smooth. I'll end up changing that after the video. Same thing in the chest area. It took a little while for me to figure out how to get the three heads to actually work here. Get them nice lined up perfectly here, and it was a lot of fiddling around, but eventually all I had to do was very simple. Is this section here was originally spun the other way and attached to these arm sections, which I detached those and did some rearranging inside here to give the wings more mobility in this area. But this allowed me to use these points for the two heads in this main structure where General Grievous' head originally was attached. That was an easily pop on, and so that's how that worked. Here's the tail area back here of Ghidorah. You can see where the tail starts right there, and it works its way down. This piece right here is a stand-in piece till I get some more of these big pieces, but you can see the tail down going along here. Very nice, very nice. And like these feet I did for him, I gave Ghidorah these back claws so he's got better grip, kind of like Chameleon. He's got the front and backward grip so he can grip onto things a lot easier, like Godzilla. Speaking of Godzilla, we'll bring in the big G here for comparison, and I wanted to scale these guys to be in scale with each other as much as possible. So here's Godzilla, who comes up right about to Ghidorah's chest here, which is exactly where I wanted it, so I'm happy with that. And the neck goes all the way up here. So if I bend the head here, just to give you a size look there, you can see that there's a massive gap difference here with the two guys. And if I bring my ruler in here, you can see that King Ghidorah stands about 15 inches tall. He can get a little bit higher if I raise the head up, and the legs might be able to move up a little bit more. But he could potentially be at 17 inches tall if I wanted to really stretch it. So he is pretty much like 5 more inches taller than Godzilla here. So he is definitely a way bigger figure. There's that. And just for the fun of it, here is Ghidorah next to a little Lego guy. So yeah, definitely nice scale, even with my little Legos. For the wings, I'll show you the wingspan. I wanted to make sure that the wings were as accurate as possible for Ghidorah's, size. So here's the wings. I'll see if I can't get the whole shot of the wing here, but that's the wing right there. And I have it curved here. I like the end of it being curved. He also has these little indentation claws here, which I think are really nice for it. For the membrane here, for what I'm going to be doing for the structural bits here, is I have here a wing from another dragon that I helped my brother build. And this is pretty much what we did here. You can see how it works here. So it's this nice fabric material, and it covers over the body, so you can kind of see how that's going to work. It's going to be a little bit different done with him, because I want this bit here attached to King Ghidorah's in-frame here. So I want the fabric attached in instead of separate like this. So I want that attached to make it more realistic, in here. And I'll be adding more of these strut supports throughout the wing here to give it more structural support. But yeah, that's how the wing's made. And the way I get the fabric to the right size is I use a piece of paper, trace it, you know, extend this wing, get a shape, cut it, use a piece of paper to see how it fits, and then I'll go with a fabric material to go for the final piece. But that's how I'm planning on doing the wing. So that's all really there. I'll go over articulation here in just a second. I wanted to make sure Ghidorah here was very well articulated. But what I plan to do with the heads here is give it some horns, just so the heads don't look the same, like Godzilla's head doesn't look the same as these guys. And I do plan to paint the heads gold to match the rest of it. But I have here little spikes here, and I plan on getting more of these. But what I'm going to do is there are going to be 2 of these. I'll see if I can't do this with one hand. He's just too big to use a stand. But they're going to be put here, one here, and one down here. And they're going to be just going to be glued back there. And on both sides, just to give Ghidorah's head some, you know, spikes. So I'll be using these to give him some spikes on the back of their heads. So let's go over his articulation. Wings are pretty well articulated for now. I do use these tight bits here. These really work with help tightening. Though I'm still probably going to have to use some glue or something because these still are not tight enough because of how big the wings are. The support that these wings need is really difficult, and even with these here is really tight, but it's not tight enough to support this long wing. And I even have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these in this wing here, and it's still not really strong enough to hold the wing up. So if I pull the wing like that, it sort of holds, but it's definitely, you know, starts coming down if the wing goes too straight. It has a nice bit of articulation in there too, so I can get the wing, you know, going that far back, that far forward. Pretty good articulation up here in this joint, so you can really see that articulation right there. That's really nice. You can get that wing really moving right there. The tails have pretty simple articulation, you know, with the joints there, so you can really bend these tails, however. So that's how that works. Legs have just the regular articulation in them. I don't really want to fiddle with it because I only have one hand, but he does have some articulation down there in the leg. The heads are pretty well articulated as well, so you can have all the heads doing different things. You have the head going there, you have this head looking completely different direction, so you can do a lot of really even wide poses with the heads here. So you can have them going all different directions with them. So you can have even talking to each other, you know, biting each other, do your own little personality. We want you to have them look in different ways. So there's a lot of articulation in this figure, which is pretty good. So what all I need left to do is the chest right now is just a stand-in. What I plan to do is first off, I need to get another one of these guys. This guy here, so I can give him another head. And then I also plan to buy the gorilla, because the gorilla has a really big chest bit right there, and I want to use that really big chest and put it here to cover that up. You know, I think that chest will look really nice here because it's a really big area down here, and that can fill in and hopefully replace some of these other parts that I'm not really liking. And I also am going to need some more of these tight bits that are right here to finish off some areas. But yeah, and then I'm going to need a little more of these spikes because I am quite low on them, and some extra coverings. But yeah, so I don't know how long this is going to take. This is kind of just a project I've been working on behind the scenes, but thought I would show you it and how it's coming along. So yeah, there you go. A nice look at Ghidorah. Alright, I managed to extend the wing this way so I can get exact measurement from this area. So his wingspan is from one wing is, what is that? I can't see it on the camera. 22 inches almost. About 22 inches long is his wingspan. So his wingspan is way longer than he is standing straight up. So he's got a huge wingspan. Yes, he is a big boy. And you know, from tail width to head, he's also huge. I mean, here's Godzilla again for a side comparison of the two. And you can see the size difference there as well. So he's a big boy. He's a big Ghidorah, and I like it. Alright, so that has been a look at my in-progress custom Ghidorah, and I'll let you see once I get close to being finished, or when it's finished. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when that will be done, but like I said, this is just a little side thing I've been doing. So I'll let you know when it's finished, and I'll let you see it. Alright, so that has been my look at my in progress custom built King Ghidorah in progress. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day and bye everybody.